The Philippines, a sprawling Southeast Asian archipelago enduring an economic boom. A leading high-tech growth economy in the region. A nation flourishing on the heels of sectoral growth and strong consumption. The Philippines, a country of economic escalation.
When an investor comes into the country, we want to be able to assure him that what he has to manage are commercial risks. When he does his feasibility studies, conditions don't change fortnightly. What has to be contended with is transparent and open, and not has to be subject of a course in college to how to navigate the maze of doing business in the Philippines. Should be a thing of the past.
Strategically flanking the Pacific Ocean and South China Sea, the Philippines sits at a critical entry point to the ASEAN market and is home to over 107 million people, placing it 13th on the global population scale. The Philippines' economic escalation is attracting worldwide investor interest. 2013 saw the nation receive its first ever investment grade rating from international rating agencies Fitch and Moody's. The same year reported a GDP growth of 7.2%, one of the highest growth rates seen in Asia. This track record makes the Philippines continuing in an upward trajectory of sovereign credit ratings to invest. The 2010 elected Aquino administration is gaining attention for their part as a catalyst in this swelling optimism of the nation's overall business potential. And this optimism is expected to grow while the economy drives onto a whole new level. The Philippines, already considered to be the regional leader in renewable energy, is actively pursuing Asia's ambition to become the future of renewable energy. The ambition is fueled further by the nation's abundance of natural resources across solar, microhydro, wind, and biomass energy, and the Filipino government is taking action to ensure renewable assets can be harnessed to their full potential.
Has been recently in the news everywhere, especially in Asia when it comes to growth rate. It's a growing economy. It's just being discovered right now. Because we have a growing economy, we also have a need for energy, more energy, both on the fuel transport sector and in the power generation sector. And because of that, we're actually inviting all possible ventures here in the Philippines to focus on energy, both on the upstream and also on the power industry. And there's a lot of potential that can be done in this country when it comes to this particular industry.
Since 2011, the National Renewable Energy Program plans on tripling the country's installed capacity by the year 2030, estimating an aggregated $25 billion of investment opportunities along with it.
In recent years, the Philippine economy has been growing faster than expected. So one of the results of this is that energy demand has been similarly growing faster than expected. So the reserve capacity that has been installed over the past few years is quickly running dry, and the Philippines has in front of it a challenge to build more plants to keep the supply of electricity reliable and at reasonable cost.
The focus on renewable energy has created new possibilities for the country which are fundamental to its development. The government has already approved agreements with private investors for energy projects, and many more opportunities are expected to open for the local and international private sector in the near future. At the same time, there is increasing effort from the government to ensure these plans run concurrently with protecting the environment. The National Renewable Energy Plan is supporting a low-emissions development strategy aiming to provide competitive energy access for more Filipinos while also addressing challenges of climate change, energy security, and overall access. The Philippines' archipelago mass has made transport a fundamental sector in driving its economy enhancement and development. As a result of widespread economic centers across multiple islands, the nation is linked through networks of road, water, air, and railway lines. The roadways currently maintain prime focus, accounting for 98% of passenger traffic and 58% of cargo. The high usage brings numerous challenges with it, even with recent modest improvements in transport services. Overall, there is an increasing need for further private investment in infrastructure, and improving the sector is critical in ensuring the country's ongoing success and growing investment climate. The Philippine Development Plan, or PDP, is recognizing the need for action, citing solutions to these challenges as a priority to help create an integrated and multimodal national transport and logistics system. The Philippines is reporting continuous improvement and growth in its finance and banking sector. Philippines Central Bank reports ongoing improvement in the soundness of the banking system. And for assets, non-performing loan ratios were kept low at 2.8% in 2013, while interest rates remain stable.
Attract businesses to locate in the Philippines.
Since the recent approved law in mid-2014, foreign banks are allowed to own 100% of local lenders and 40% of the overall assets in the banking system. The Philippines is welcoming foreign banks with open arms.
President Benigno Aquino of the Philippines has stated that he wants the government to focus on two areas. One is tourism and the other is agriculture, because these sectors provide the most jobs for local Filipinos. So if you look at the global population, it's increasing exponentially. And the more people there are out there, the more dependent we are on agriculture indirectly and directly. Indirectly meaning, we're consuming more meat products and all the free-range games all consuming agriculture. So agriculture, I think, is really the place to invest.
The last few years have seen the nation move forward in key international rankings, including Fitch and Moody's. The Philippines is now an investment-grade nation and has also improved 25 spots in ease of doing business ratings from the year 2000.
The Philippines is one of the best performing economies in the Asia-Pacific region. My country has been given an investment grade by Standard & Poor's and Fitch Ratings. English is widely spoken in my country. In fact, it is one of the official languages in the Philippines. Business opportunities abound in my country. The Philippine government is launching about 30 infrastructure projects. They are now bidding out these projects. The Philippines is also the leader in business process outsourcing, and our tourism industry is in need of investment in terms of infrastructure. The government is also simplifying and streamlining procedures to really make investment in the country easy. And what is more, the President of the Philippines, President Aquino, has embarked on ridding the country of graft and corruption. And this, I think, should be attractive to foreign investors.
The growth of the Philippines for the first 6 months is the highest in Asia, higher even than China. So that speaks a lot about the opportunities now that this country can offer to our investors.
Franklin Baker continues to be a market leader in supplying the highest standard of coconut products worldwide. Founded in 1894 and operating in the United States and the Philippines, Franklin Baker has exceptional expertise in developing and manufacturing delicious and healthy consumer foods and beverages. Recognized for innovative and premium ingredients, Franklin Baker has established a trusted brand known for over 100 years of quality.
The Philippines' fast-growing economy has created increasing potential in the nation's real estate and construction sector. The country is quickly earning a reputation as a hub for international business, with many multinational companies choosing to outsource their services in the Philippines. Those who have already tested the market are now starting to consider second sites, and experts in the sector believe growth will not slow over the next 2 years. This growth in the business process outsourcing sector, also known as BPO, is expected to cause increasing demand for retail and residential space in the future.
First of all, we have a very stable government here. Also, we have a very stable financial sector. Thirdly, the labor force.
The Philippine IT market is very robust. The Philippines has lagged behind in the past, and now the private sector and the government is catching up. We have a big demand for ICT in the government sector. It's trying to improve the services through ICT, stop corruption through ICT, and be able to integrate and make our systems interoperable.
The sector's contribution to GDP reached 5% in 2011 and is now the Philippines' third largest net foreign exchange earner after tourism and overseas worker remittances. It's becoming a major outsourcing hub where international companies can find skilled human resources within a strategic APAC location. An increasing number of Filipinos are choosing to specialize in IT training, while companies employing them can enjoy appropriate qualifications paired with low attrition rates.
Our system of education has long history of producing more than 100,000 information technology and computer science graduates every year. It is important for the Philippines to be recognized in the field of ICT as it becomes an important producer of technology, in addition to becoming a mature user of ICT. We have a lot going on right now. That's why several U.S. technology companies have set up operations in the Philippines.
These sectoral advantages help show the nation's real potential for ICT and what one might expect in the future when this potential is.
And the primary reasons that we see are, one, over the last 4 years, we have posted fantastic GDP growth. And in the last 2 years, we have consistently grown higher than China. And this growth is sustainable with our young population, 60% of which are in the working age group. And we have an interesting split of 50% female and 50% male.
Resulting that life expectancy has increased to over 70 years, while infant mortality has dropped by 2/3. Furthermore, the pharmaceutical market is flourishing, offering numerous opportunities, and is expecting to grow from $4.3 to $8 billion by 2020, and already has the third largest pharma market in the ASEAN region. To ensure the high growth for the health and pharmaceutical sector, increasing investments and accelerating structural reforms are dubbed to be critical for the future. Mirrored in this archipelagic nation of thousands of islands lies thousands of activities. The Department of Tourism's memorable slogan, "It's more fun in the Philippines," is scarcely surprising considering the nation's impressive natural offerings of beaches, rainforests, mountains, and waters on which a rich cultural and historical tapestry have been built.
Alright, well, for me, based on my opinion, what affects globalization here in the Philippines is that when other person from different country will go here and then introduce their products, introduce their things as well here in the Philippines. I think that is one of the factors what affects globalization here in the Philippines. And that's it.
Okay. So globalization for me means a lot for everyone. It means a lot for everybody, especially on the worldwide side of our world. Okay. So globalization helps a lot when it comes to technology and how we people interact with each other, sharing each culture, the knowledge, and all the possibilities of economic growth. And definitely, globalization helps for everyone across the world how does the products, the services, and how the growth of the technology is sharing each by everyone in the country. And so for me, globalization is definitely one of the best things that people can do all over the world. On the other side, however, when we talk about the negative effect of the globalization, we can say that it really affects when it comes to the prices of the products and services that is offered. Say for example, if one country sells this product for a higher amount, then when we let that globalization enter or other countries enter that competition in, then they can offer a much more lesser price for that product alone. So we need to say globalization does not mean positive all throughout, but also it means negative when it comes to some side effects.